Hi, I'm Ariana,
And I'm Audrey.
and welcome to eGirls Anonymous.
We're eGirls, but here.
It's an avocado. Thanks. Do you want to open this Ramune?
Yes.
Are you happy with your flavor?
Well, it's my theory. Thank you so much, Raul, for getting us these.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I've ever had one.
Oh,
I think
okay.
at Level Up, I tasted yours. I'm not much of a sweets person, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. But I got raspberry.
Okay, I have melon.
Yeah.
But it has
Sasuke. Yeah, and I have Sasuke's brother. I figured we'd get... Well, there goes that.
You're going to need that.
Well...
You might want to go retrieve. Oh, it's right there.
Okay.
Blow it off. Okay. So I'm always really bad at this, and I can never do it, and I just realized I have nails.
Which is why I wanted to do this on stream.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what you're supposed... How...
Oh,
Are you supposed to pop this thing down?
yes. Oh, wait. God damn it. I always suck at this. Okay. Oh, there's instructions. Peel off, lift the green cap, put down the center to release the opener. Place the opener on top. Oh, you got to get this out first. Get out. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Oh. You might need to borrow mine. Ah! Oh, no, it's fine. Sorry. It's fine. Okay. All right. Now take this and put it on the ball and just no, I'm actually really it was really trying. Oh my god. And then drop the ball in the soda. Yay! What is it? Itadakimasu? Is that right? Is that only alcoholic drinks? Or is that not even right at all? Kampai? It's kampai. What is itadakimasu?
Thank you for the food. Basically.
Oh, that's eating. That's eating. Kampai.
Are you sure that's right?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to say up your ass.
Fine. Up your ass.
Well, because that sounds like something else.
Something else Japanese?
Okay, we're going to put that over there.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, I like that one way better. Yeah, I don't think I'm a melon person per se.
I'm just not really like I'm not a big sweets person. It has to be like very particular.
I like raspberry better than melon. I'll probably drink both. Who are we kidding?
But for example, like pie, like actual pie, like real pie.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one you destroyed.
Audrey doesn't like the way I eat pie, and I'm sure other people would probably agree with her. I'm not going to pretend like I'm in the right on this one, but I've never had any complaints before.
How many?
My family. I think it's probably how my family eats pie. And Ryan broke his.
He didn't break his.
Oh, you didn't break it?
Just it overflowed.
Oh, okay.
So Ryan opens it and his just splurts out. Well, I
think it's how my family eats leftover pie. It's what it is when you first cut into the pie, everyone does the slice thing.
Uh-huh.
Once it's leftovers, it's fair game. And you just eat it. Which I'm realizing is very like, you know, some families like don't care about double dipping and they just share their germs and their drinks and everything. And my family's very much like that. So we'll just like grab a fork and start eating out of the pie. And Audrey did not appreciate that.
Well, it's just I would like to have a full slice.
Just eat with me. Join in the chaos. Enjoy the chaos of the pie.
I have a particular way that I like to eat things.
Sometimes you gotta just like get out of your comfort zone, Audrey.
But also that messes up the crust to filling ratio.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Eventually you work your way to the side.
But how you have it now is it's only like this much left.
You're not going to take the entire slice as a bite. That's the same way it would be if you were just eating the pie a normal way. You're not going to like gulp the whole pie in a bite. You eat it.
You don't know my life.
I do. I do. I live
Have
with
you
you.
seen me eat though?
You don't take an entire pie and go.
No, but I take large bites.
Yeah, but still, like that is not even a full bite. Or excuse me, that is not a full bite. That's more than a full bite.
2,000 years later.
So
Okay.
we have this, my family has this really old question book thing, and we thought it would be fun to do. Mm-hmm. And I thought we could do it by what numbers like we currently have on YouTube.
Sure.
Like start. Rude. Pig. So like start with like how many subscribers we have, and then like how many videos we've done and how many views each video's gotten or likes or blah, 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 and go like as long as we want to.
Sure.
But let me get to it. There. Pig, can you stop playing with the drink cap while we are doing a podcast? Nope. Nope, she cannot. She's under where your butt was. So currently we have 60 subscribers. Thank you so much. So if I go to number 60, I passed it. Okay, ready? I don't know if you did this question on stream or not, but would you add 1 year to your life if it meant taking 1 year from the life of someone in the world selected at random? Would it matter if you were told whose life you had shortened?
No, I wouldn't. Because I don't care that much. Honestly, like 1 year, I try. Don't always succeed, but I try to live my life to the fullest as much as I can. Like I try to do things that make me happy, and I try to go to Disneyland and eat good food and do all of that. So and I try to say this in the like least morbid way possible. I'm not afraid to die. So I would not steal a year from someone who might be afraid to. Regardless of if I know who it is. I'm not that desperate for another year. Plus, don't they tack it on to the end? So once you turn like 80, I'm pretty much good going anyway.
But that's if you were to make it to 80.
That's true. But like I said, again, I'm not afraid to die because I eat good food and I do fun things and spend time with people I care about. So, yeah. Yeah.
I would, depending on who it was. If it was a bad person, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But if it was just like some random person, if it was random and I had no way of knowing, I'd be like, no. If it was random and they told me who and I could look it up and see if they were bad or not first, then maybe.
What do you deem as bad, though? Like, define bad.
That. I'm just kidding.
Eating pies from the middle out?
There's relativeness of that. It's just not how you're supposed to eat a pie.
Okay. That's like this girl at my work gets really mad when people cut circle cakes like pie slices. Yes, apparently you're not supposed to cut a circle cake like pie. You're supposed to cut it into squares.
No, you are fucking not.
She will fight you to the death.
I
swear
will
to God.
too. That's stupid.
No, I think she like worked at a cake thing, or she knows someone who works at
That
a cake
messes
thing.
up the icing ratio.
No, I think it doesn't.
I think it makes it better.
No, but you have the end pieces. It's like a bread.
There's a reason for it. I don't really know. I don't care either way. But yeah, she will fight people on that. And people get mad and she's like, no, this is how you cut it.
That messes up the icing ratio unless I'm visualizing this in a completely wrong way. And also because math.
I think
It's
kind
not
of
right.
Like, you know how you get really big pizzas and sometimes they do that with pizzas? They
No,
get
I
too
don't get
big?
pizza very much.
You're right, you don't. Sometimes they do that with pizza. I think your dad does that sometimes. No?
No.
Oh.
But I mean, it's not large enough for that, but it's
Because some people prefer more crust and some people prefer less. So I think it gives people the opportunity that if they don't want as much frosting, they can just do literally the cake with the frosting. And if they're frosting fiends, they can have an end that has the frosting. Because a lot of times when people eat cake, at least me personally, I'm not a major frosting person, so I just don't eat the end. I'd rather have a middle chunk. But that's just me.
if I don't like the frosting, I just scrape it off. It just, mathematically, it does not make sense.
It's just, I think people have a harder time properly cutting a cake into pie slices. Like making it look good. Usually they fuck it up somehow.
Usually people fuck everything up.
Yes. But I guess if you cut it into, I don't really know. I don't know. I'm not defending nor fighting it. that was to each their own. What were you talking about?
What I deem bad.
Oh, right.
I mean, like, very bad.
I just
Right.
yes. What tis bad?
Like murder for not a good reason, or
But, like,
animal
okay.
abuse.
Okay. What if it? Okay, here. Are you ready? I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a scenario. What if this person? You have to let me do the whole thing. Don't jump to conclusions. Was a bully at the age of 7, and was kind of a bully for like a couple years as a kid, and then grew up, and then like started a like animal shelter and started rescuing animals and like never bullied anyone again. It was just they were a bully as a kid, but then they grew out of it and then tried to do good in the world. Is that a bad person?
Well, that doesn't have to do with murder or animal abuse.
No, I know, but I know that bullies are bad.
Well, bullies are bad, but there's a difference between like an online troll,
Yeah,
somebody who
like bad bully, like not just like calling someone mean names. Right?
Yeah,
Like
there's a difference
spitting on them
between-
or something. I don't know.
But also there's a difference between like the 30-year-old sitting in his mom's basement and whining that no girls like him, but it's
Yeah.
like whatever. And so he decides to online bully
Right.
any woman he sees.
Is that bad? Are we considering that someone we're taking?
Oh
life
yeah, we
from?
take a life from that.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're not giving anything to the
You're gonna
world.
get a lot of trolls on this. We're stealing your years.
Yeah, but like I don't want those to be our viewers. I want like actual
No, I know.
good people.
Yeah, no.
But like a child, I'm not going to steal a life
No,
from
they're
a
not a
child.
child anymore.
Well, yeah,
They
but
were just a bad child.
it's like when people blame children so much. When it's high school, like I can get blaming them more.
Okay, fine. Make them a high school bully.
Well, but they still didn't like kill anyone.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a huge like difference, but it's just like people blame them so much, but like they can come back from that.
Right. No, for sure. I get that. I'm trying to think. Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on if they come back from that. Is the key thing. Because I know of people who are bullies that are still sacks of doo-doo.
Yeah, but you said that person wasn't. So
No, this person wasn't. This person went on to do great things.
there you go. Okay.
Terrible, yes, but great.
And so we have 5 episodes of our podcast out, not including the level up video.
Correct.
So I'm going to do number 5 now.
Cool.
Okay, number 5 is deeper than I thought. There is a lot of pages of nothing. Okay. If a new medicine were developed that could cure arthritis but cause a fatal reaction in 1% of those who took it, would you want it to be released to the public? Doesn't that already happen with a lot of the medication that's already out there?
Speaking as someone who doesn't have arthritis, how bad is arthritis?
It ranges.
Okay. I was like, is it worth? I mean, I think that if that information was made known, it fatally kills.
It fatal reaction in 1% of those who took it.
Well, I know of other medications, you're right, that have fatal reactions already.
Yeah.
So why not just give them that information?
And
Be
let
like,
people decide if they want to take it.
yeah, if your arthritis is bad enough that you're willing to risk it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know arthritis. To me, I guess maybe it's really painful for some people.
Some people it's very painful and it can be potentially crippling. But
yeah, so
like,
then
the way I'm thinking of it is like people, sometimes antidepressant medicine has
yeah. Oh yeah.
a risk of like causing people to think of suicide and things like that.
Yeah.
And
well, and there are other medications that you have to wean on. I've heard, that you have to go slowly because they can have reactions that can prove fatal.
but speaking of from something that like I've taken that
Yeah.
like has the option of helping or has the potential of helping, but also has the small potential of making things a lot worse. Like
Right.
it just like depends on what level. And so like I took the risk, but the thing is you're not forcing people with arthritis to take it. So
Right, you're just offering it, and if you like give them the full information, I don't see. Well, I don't
but we're
know.
not doctors.
We're not doctors. We're not.
Medical professionals.
We're
or
also
anything
not
like that.
ethics professors, clearly. So, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's that. And then let me see how high this goes.
$1 million billion.
Well, it's not dollars, but it also doesn't go that high.
We could do the top one, just the last one. It's like 217.
217.
Beautiful.
If you were granted honest responses to any 3 questions, who would you ask questions and what would you ask?
Oh.
Probably like a government official.
Oh. That's really hard for me.
I would like,
I don't like being lied to, and I know of a couple people who have like lied to me significantly that I haven't fully gotten the truth out of. So sort of morbid curiosity, I would want to ask them, but also that's a can of worms I don't think I want to reopen. So yeah, I kind of like the government official thing.
yeah, I would ask government officials stuff, just like, was X, Y, and Z an inside job?
Yeah, was JF Kennedy's assassination an inside job? I want to know.
Yeah. Are aliens real?
Ooh.
Are there proof of ghosts or I don't
Mermaids.
know. Mermaids.
Are mermaids real?
Oh yeah, we're thinking not big enough picture. I'd be like, what mythological or anything like that creatures that we are told fake have been confirmed as real? Something like that.
Yeah. Loch Ness Monster.
What
Nessie.
conspiracy theories are true?
Yes, all. Just cover the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay.
List all conspiracy theories that you know to be true.
So we've got that one down.
That's a good one.
Glad we agree. Okay, and the first video has 20 likes. So if you knew of a way to use your estate following your death to greatly benefit humanity.
Estate?
I don't make the questions, I just read them.
My estate? Continue.
Estate.
No, I get it. All right.
Would you do it and leave only a minimal amount to your family?
It just makes me think of like a grand estate, like with
Yes.
with a mansion. I'm like, yes, oh yes, my estate,
Yeah.
because I have that. Sorry, what was the rest of the question?
So if you knew a way to use your estate following your death to greatly benefit humanity, would you do it and leave only a minimal amount to your family? how much family do I have?
I was
For
going
what?
to say, as of now, there's no one to leave it to. I mean, not that I don't have family, but I don't have any like kids.
Yeah.
Or, like spouse.
I mean, I would, because I have family members that would be like, oh yeah, hell yeah, do that. But I don't have any children. So,
greatly benefit humanity. In what way?
well, you get to, if you knew of a way to use your estate. So it's in whatever way you see fit.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
feel
homeless shelter
my family
or-
would be down for that. They would rather that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sure. Why
And
not?
it's a great way to like leave your memory. You can have
Leave
a
a
plaque,
legacy.
a bench if you would.
Oh, not a statue.
No, I'm not a gaudy person.
Statue.
Oh, you can have a statue.
I want a secret garden that you can only that you have to. I want to leave clues behind so that you can find my secret memorial garden, and there will be a little old man who cares and tends for it, and he's the only one that knows. Or that I've told. He's the only one I've told, and the rest have to follow the clues to find my secret garden. Yes, that's yep, done
There you go.
for show.
Wonderful. Okay, and it has 10 comments.
Ooh,
Going the wrong way. I went to 30, not to 10. Oh,
what?
I don't know if we should open this bag of worms.
Oh.
Um,
Which sex do you think has it easier in our culture? Have you ever wished you were of the opposite sex?
helicopter dick. Helicopter dick.
Yeah, for sure. I've wanted a dick before. I've wanted to just be able to pee everywhere and jack off constantly.
Male
Easily.
urine.
Easily.
Constantly.
Constantly, easily.
Maybe not constantly.
Not
like,
all the time.
if you have to go in public, please stop.
Yeah, no, not in public, but just, at the ease of it. It sounds easy. It sounds a lot easier for guys sometimes. Also, peeing anywhere.
Yeah, a fun fact, male urine actually deters coyotes. The scent of it actually deters coyotes.
Beautiful. That's powerful. Great. Who has it easier in our culture? That is a loaded question, and I don't think either have it easier. If I'm going to be completely...
It depends what
It depends.
easier is.
Yeah, define easier. Because, there are things that are more difficult for women, like, I don't know, safety. And things that are more difficult.
Peeing.
And peeing. And things that can be more difficult for men. Like...
One eternity later.
being emotional, sharing their emotions and being accepted for sharing emotions. I know that can be difficult. I think dating can also be more difficult, probably sometimes.
Having questions automatically or having actions automatically questioned.
Yeah, just that I mean, we're all afraid for good reason, but also I think that can put...
I wouldn't say like afraid. I would say cautious.
Cautious. Yeah, we're on alert. You're right. We're not afraid. We're just we're on alert, and so I think that could probably cause some anxiety. Just feeling like you're like, I don't know what I'm doing right. From what I've heard from men, I think they definitely question a lot of what to do, and I feel bad about that. So I think there are people we both struggle. Both sexes struggle in different ways.
Yeah, it depends in what way, and at least in our culture, it's hard to pinpoint unless you describe easy as better.
Yeah, for sure. Like in the workplace, equal pay, stuff like that. Anyway.
So our second video has 196 views, so I'm going to go to 196. And I passed it again. I found it. Okay. Have you ever arranged an evening with a friend, but on the day preceding your date, a special opportunity arises to do something much more exciting? How would you handle the situation?
Yeah, I definitely did something once. I didn't cancel. I just left early. Which, I mean, wasn't... I don't know. Might have not been the best call, but... I did it and I learned.
I feel like it depends on what the arranged evening is, and what else arises. Because if it's just like, oh, hey, do you want to get lunch at this spot that we always get lunch at? And the thing that arises is like a work opportunity or something like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to want to take the work opportunity. Like,
Right.
and if it's something you're able to reschedule easily, like a lunch date, you're able to reschedule easily.
Right.
If it's like their birthday or their mother's funeral or something like that.
I think you can dip out early on funerals. Can you not?
I mean, this is saying cancel. Or no, it does say handle the situation. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I would leave early from a funeral for sure. I don't like those.
What if your friend needed you there? Like,
no,
they were
I would.
sobbing
If they
mess.
needed me, I would be there.
So it's all situational.
It depends.
And it depends like what kind of friend. Is it just like friend, work friend? Is it like best friend? Is it estranged friend?
Yeah.
It all, just like diapers, depends. Well, there's other brands of diapers.
Yeah. No, it for sure depends.
Mm-hmm.
Not if you're like trying to help someone move and you promise to help them move, and then another friend comes down and for their birthday and you promise to help someone move.
Yep.
I mean,
would you like to share that story?
no, not particularly. I don't know. It's like, if you're not good enough friends that you forgot the birthday and you told someone not to get a moving company because you were going to help them move, and they really insisted, and you convinced them not to because you said you would help them move.
Yeah. Maybe help them move.
I'm sorry, I don't care if it's your friend's birthday. I'm sorry.
Especially if it's not going to take you the whole day to move.
Even if it was, I'm sorry. Moving is like the worst. And if you were going to get a moving company and this person convinced you not to because they said that they would help you and they forgot that a casual friend from out of town was coming in for their birthday, I'm sorry. They're going to be in town for a while. See them tomorrow. I'm sorry. I know it's their birthday, but
yeah,
I'm sorry. Then don't convince someone not to get a moving company and just let them fucking move on their own. End of story.
it was solved.
It was solved. Everything was fine. I moved. Albeit it took longer. Took quite a bit longer, and then we had to call the cavalry in. Cheers, love.
The
cavalry.
Yeah.
Your poor father
Caviar.
your poor father had to.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Oh.
We're like, we have an emergency.
Ooh.
A little emergent. Oh, what is it? I like this one. Okay, tell me this one.
So our second video has 11 views.
Okay.
I'm sorry, no, 11 likes.
Okay. I was like, 11 views sounds a little low.
Yeah, and especially since I just said 196, like
2 seconds ago.
yeah.
Okay. Continue.
You are given the power to kill people simply by thinking of their deaths and twice repeating the word goodbye. People would die a natural death and no one would suspect you.
Talked about this one.
Are there any situations in which you would use this power? Hell fucking yeah. Thanos. Thanos had the right idea. He just went about it the wrong way. There are so many bad people in the world that I won't get political.
Oh, that's not obvious.
No, it's not, because that's not what I meant at all. I meant
Okay.
bad prisoners and stuff that are wasting our tax
Well, there
dollars.
are other bad,
Political.
but there are also bad people who
Yeah.
are political.
Yeah. But
Continue.
bless you. Like, you got to get that out,
This
you
is
know?
fine. Yeah, no. I have corona. I'm sorry.
That's why I don't drink bad beer.
That's why you don't like it when I eat middle of the pie.
Because
Because I have corona.
Oh.
Yeah. The Bia. Not to be confused with the virus.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I have such bad taste that how dare we share pie.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thanos had the right idea. The populations are really high, and he just went about it the wrong way.
So just get rid of people, just the bad ones.
Yeah.
You really think 50% of the people in the world are bad? Because it was half.
But that's why I said he was. But sorry, he was going in the right. But
Yeah.
he was going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Just went about it the wrong way. Like 50% of the population. That's gonna cause Jurassic World.
Jurassic changes. Jurassic.
Oh my God. Why haven't we done this before?
Because it makes me nervous that it's going to fall.
Well,
Jurassic changes.
will cause Jurassic changes. And you know what? I was trying to think of another Jurassic pun. Well, yeah, no, it's you bet your ass I can't.
You can't what?
I was trying to think of something that would be like, you know what? And you bet your ass I can.
I think previously when asked this question, I said I wouldn't kill people, but then upon further reflection, I would maybe consider it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not saying like half the population has to,
Maybe.
but there's definitely some people out there that the world would be a whole lot better of a place without them.
You never know when another Hitler's going to show up.
True.
It's just maybe it's a convenient little like power you have. I would just stick it in my back pocket. Maybe never use it.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe in case of an emergency,
Mm-hmm.
you could save maybe you're about to get shot by a mugger.
Goodbye.
Yeah, great little just back pocket superpower. Kind of morbid, but it's there.
Yeah. The thing is, though, it says people would die a natural death and no one would suspect you. I guess they can just suddenly have a heart attack. It's a very Death Note question.
Oh, totally. It is. It is Death Note, except Death Note, they might be able to find him.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that question, and 100% I would use that. And are there any situations where you use this power? Yeah, a lot of situations. Just living life.
A mugger, a crazy person.
Okay.
Dictator. Why couldn't I come up with the word dictator?
I don't know.
I was struggling.
I did not think dictator at all from that.
Yeah.
All
Crazy
right.
dictator.
And there are 12 comments. So
Okay.
if you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain the body or the mind of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
Wait, which would I want?
Yes. Would you want the body or the mind of a 30-year-old? I would want the body.
I think. Okay, I'm gonna say body too, only because I feel like I already have the mind of a 90-year-old, and it's only getting worse. So I think I'm already there. So there will be no so I got to keep something, because by the time I'm 30, my mind is already gone. Mm-hmm. So I might as well keep the body.
I already have enough body pain, and I'm only 22.
Yeah.
So I would.
Damn it, my body's going to be shot at 32. I'm 30 as well. So I'm basically fucked either way. Great.
There you go.
Great. I have back pains. My knees pop.
My neck, my back,
my anxiety attack.
And then our third video has 162 views. Blah, blah, blah.
What is the meaning of life?
42.
42.
Thanks for all the fish.
Goodbye and thanks for all the fish.
All right. For $2,000, would you be willing to stand up in a crowded restaurant and for at least a minute loudly berate a waitress for some trivial imperfection in the service? If not, consider how grateful the waitress would be if you did so and later split the money with her. Do I get to explain it?
Yeah, I was going to say, can we tell her beforehand?
Even like after.
Because it could, if she was aware, be something so trivial that you look ridiculous, not her.
Yeah.
Like, it couldn't even be hurtful.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you know, I don't know. You looked at my earring, you bitch. Is that cilantro on the floor? Why is there cilantro on the floor? This is not a clean establishment. Why would you leave something like cilantro on the fucking floor?
Yeah.
You're that disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
So
like,
if
that's
we could
just, you're
be-
just ridiculous.
Yeah,
at
if we
that
could be in with the waitress on this.
I feel like, though, if it's that ridiculous, you might, and you can't tell her beforehand, if you go after and you're like, listen, I'm really sorry. I realize I look like a crazy person, but I just got $2,000 for that. Would you like a $1,000 tip?
Yeah, I was also thinking that as well.
Yeah. Because they said a really tiny thing. I would just make myself ridiculous.
Yeah. If the waitress can be in on it,
Then yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think in the reverse situation, I would let someone berate me about something ridiculous for a minute. I would
Yeah.
just be like, I used to have to do that in apartments anyway. I have enough experience being berated by lunatics that, lunatics.
Yeah.
That I think I would, and I'm sure as a waitress, she probably has too. Can't be the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People are crazy.
So as long as you like apologize profusely afterwards and split the money, I say yes. Mm-hmm. If you can't explain it to them and you can't split the money with them, then no, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So before or after I get my food? And then,
no, after you for sure just leave. You take your money and you split.
yeah. And so the third one has the same amount of likes as before. So, but it has 6 comments. You discover your wonderful 1-year-old child is because of a mix-up at the hospital, not yours. Would you want to exchange the child and try to correct the mistake?
1-year-old child.
That's hard. And I feel like it also depends on what family took your child. But I feel like legally, would you have to?
Probably. As long as one person really wanted to, then yes. If you both wanted to keep the child, I'm sure you could do some sort of adoption thing. But that is ridiculously hard. Because to me, like, I'm leaning towards no. Weirdly enough. I think as long as my child was also happy. But then again, if my child wasn't happy, but then do I really want to put the one that I've raised in that position? I mean, I firmly believe that, like, the people who raise you are more of your parents than your biological parents. So if it is your biological parents, then that's great. But, like, you know, if I raised a child for a year, blood or no blood, I mean, it'd be the same if I adopted a child. That's my child. So I don't know. I feel like I would just be more attached to the child that I raised.
Yeah.
But also that's kind of scarring. Like, once they grow up, you're like, hey, surprise. But I don't know. That's really hard.
Yeah.
But I'm leaning towards no.
Yeah, I think it would kind of depend on what the situation for the blood child is in and what the other parents wanted.
Think about it. If your blood child is in an effed up position, would you give up the child that you took care of?
No, but I would like try to fight the system.
Okay, we're saging the house after this. You would try and fight the
system. Be like, look, like my child's not in a good situation. This child is. Can I take both?
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's just scary. All of it's like, that would just suck.
Or at least if we don't do
so
the
much.
switch, like try to keep in contact with that family.
Yeah, like stay in their lives kind of thing. Yeah.
Definitely a hard one.
God, that's really hard. Because then it's like you have to explain to the kid, it's like, well, we did find out, but we didn't want you.
Yeah.
Your actual parents didn't want you. They wanted, I don't know.
Well, thinking of it like the point that'll like scar the child the least, it's almost cruel to switch at that point. Just because of
They've
our
attached.
yeah,
Attachment.
just because like our society is set up just like, no, blood is thicker than water. But the water of the womb is thick. No.
What?
The blood of the convent is thicker than the water of the womb is the full line of that. So basically like
It's the opposite of
Yeah.
what it means.
or somebody like added onto it, but
Interesting. The blood of the convent?
I don't know if that's the right word. And
Okay. I'm like, are we nuns now?
I don't
The
know.
blood of the nuns
Sure.
is thicker than the water of the womb. They're just saying be a nun and don't get pregnant. That's what that saying really means.
Okay, the blood of the friends are thicker than the water of the womb. I don't know. It probably didn't say convent, but like that's just
The blood of blood is thicker than the water that you get at a frat party. Okay. Don't drink the water at the frat parties.
So
I meant like the blood of family. I was flipping it.
oh, yeah.
I was making it very opposite. I was like, what's the opposite of a convent?
Yeah.
A fraternity party.
Yeah. And then episode 4 is 115. Passed it 2 times, passed it 3 times.
Passed it
there
4
is.
times.
Yeah, I did. Given the ability to project yourself into the past but not return, would you do so? Where would you go and what would you try to accomplish if you knew you might change the course of history?
I dozed out about halfway through. Will you read that one more time?
Given the ability to project yourself into the past but not return, would you do so?
Oh.
Where would you go and what would you try to accomplish if you knew you might change the course of history? Probably not. I mean, I would love to go see dinosaurs, but I also don't want to die.
Are you dead?
I would die.
With the dinosaurs, you mean?
Yeah.
Ah.
Like, 1, I'd probably get eaten pretty fast, but 2, vegetarian, so I don't hunt. The plants back then have to be super different. I don't know what plants are going to kill me.
Yeah. Probably all of them.
Yeah. Some of them might literally eat me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. No, because I've seen the butterfly effect. I feel like I know there's things in my life that I would like to change. That sounds so bad. But then I don't know like how that would impact my future now. And I'm doing well where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would want to risk that.
Yeah.
And then in terms of like world stuff, you don't know what ripple effects happen. I feel like time travel and changing the future is always the worst idea ever from every single movie that we have ever seen. Flashpoint, anything, you try to do something good and it creates a ripple that just creates something worse. So
Yeah.
no. Because you're just messing with fire right there.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get very burnt, and so is everybody else. Mm-hmm. And then you come back, and, like, your mom's dead, and, like, you know, your best friend hates you, and, like, no. I guess you can't come back.
Yeah.
Whatever. Then you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
And your family has no idea why. Mm-hmm. It's terrible. I don't like it.
Or your family just doesn't happen.
Or, yeah, your family doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's why... Watch Flashpoint and don't mess with time. Every time me and my sister have a Mandela effect moment, we're like, God damn it, Barry. Damn it, Barry.
Damn it, Barry.
Damn it, Barry.
But it had 2 comments. Do you believe in ghosts or evil spirits?
Yes.
Would you be willing to spend the night alone in a remote house that is supposedly haunted? Like bad haunted, or just like, oh, I got you.
No. That is a hard no. And yes, I believe in spirits. My friend sees them. And I know that sounds wackadoo, but I believe her. And her theory is that, like, if someone dies in a particularly violent way, when their, like, soul or life leaves, it will leave, like, an imprint of energy, like negative energy, or maybe positive. I don't really understand the positive aspect of it, but I believe her. And the way I see it is, maybe I'm wrong, but what if I'm right? Do you really want to risk it? And personally, I don't find the idea of sleeping alone in a haunted house to be fun, so I don't think I'm missing out on anything.
Yeah, I thought it was one of those questions like, for $1 million, would you do it? If it's just for nothing, then no, probably not.
I don't think I'd do it for $1 million. I don't want to get possessed.
Well, that's why
$1 million isn't going to do you much good.
That's why I'm saying, like, if it's not, like, violently haunted, if it's just
gently haunted.
Yeah, if it's just like a spirit, because
it was just an old children's hospital, then we're okay, because it's just
no,
haunted
that's
by
fucking
babies.
creepy.
By babies? Oh, you're right. Haunted children. Why did I think that was okay?
No, but if
I'm
it's just like
insane asylum,
an old lady who died in her home and she still sits in the rocking chair sometimes, and you smell the like scent of cookies baking.
I would think I was in Hansel and Gretel. That's like all I can imagine. But if she's just in the rocking chair and I can sleep in the bedroom without her, and can I bring Xanax?
But what I'm
question.
saying, what my point is, I mean, it doesn't tell you can't bring anything.
Yeah.
But my point is, if
bring
it's
a lot of sleeping medications, NyQuil and Xanax, sure.
If it's a spirit that's not evil and it's just like coexisting,
Yeah.
in the home.
I will hire an exorcist to stand outside the door in the morning, so when I come out, they'll just suck the evil out of me. But this is only for $1 million. For free? Absolutely fucking not. Abso-fucking-lutely not.
Fair enough. And then episode 556 views. Found it. Okay. You found out a good friend has... No. You found out... If you found out that a good friend had AIDS, would you avoid him?
No.
What if your brother or sister had it? I would like to preface and say this is an old book.
Okay. I'm like,
So-
we know nowadays. Like, no, not at all.
Maybe this is before Princess Diana.
What?
Because Princess Diana was like one of the first people who like it's photographed her like shaking hands with a patient who had AIDS.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons like people loved her so much, because she did like all these amazing things. And
Well, I knew she did amazing things. I just
Yeah.
didn't know that was a part of it. That's cool.
Because like before people would just be like, oh, like, no, I don't want that near me.
Yeah, and now people know that it's not.
Unless you are like joining a blood pact.
Right, you're okay.
Yeah.
Or having unprotected sex.
True. You just shouldn't do anyways.
Don't do that, children.
No.
Children shouldn't be watching this, but on the off chance, don't do that. Don't do that, adults. Don't be that.
And just
I'm saying
get
children in this
tested.
is really bad.
Just get tested.
Yeah.
With or without unprotected sex, just
Yeah.
you have
And
to
to
get
be
tested.
clear, when I was saying children, I meant teenagers, like older teenagers, like 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
Which is probably still bad, but sorry, I was just thinking of myself as a high schooler, and I'm like, Ariana, take care of that. Be safe.
And then it has 7 likes. Do you think that the world will be a better or worse place 100 years from now? It
Worse.
depends. Very much depends.
I
could
could
see
say
it
with
go-
a heavy heart.
I could see it going both ways.
I'm weirdly pessimistic about the future of the world, unfortunately, which is why I eat good food and use real deodorant. because we're all toast soon anyway. So you might as well eat the pie and you might as well smell good. And that's my TED Talk. The end. And the pizza. Eat the pizza. I forgot about the pizza. What? Oh my God.
But you should also work to... I'm sorry,
I forgot
pizza
about the
gods. I will never do it again.
Flying spaghetti monster. I apologize. Have you
But
heard of that? The Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster?
I think I have heard
a
of
hoot.
Aubrey and
Yes.
an asshole talking about it.
It's a hoot. It's a hoot. You should look it up.
Yeah.
I think Fridays are like
Holidays for them
holidays. Every Friday's a holiday, and they celebrate Talk Like a Pirate Day. It's pretty great. It's a pretty good. Yeah.
I can see it going either way because I think there's, from what I've seen, like there's a lot of people who are coming forward that are like very interested in the environment.
Good. Thank God. But I don't know if it's going fast enough.
Yeah.
I'm a little skeptical.
100 years from now, like a bad thing could really happen and then we could all end up benefiting from it.
Oh, like recovering from the nuclear winter. I mean, summer. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
It means there's war and then it turns very, very cold. And I don't know the science of it completely, but
Okay.
I'm going to look it
Oh no.
up. You're like, shit.
Yeah, these talks really depress me. And then we have the one.
You ready? A period of abnormal cold and darkness predicted to follow a nuclear war, caused by a layer of smoke and dust in the atmosphere blocking the sun's rays. That's why. So we go to war and then it gets very, very cold. And I don't do well in the cold. Bad. It's just like it sounds. Nuclear winter. Winter because of a nuclear war.
Well, just the
Because of a nucleus. The nucleus causes the winter. There's a connection. They connect and then it just gets cold.
And that's where babies come from.
And that's how babies are born.
And then the vlog has 120 views. So we're going to go. Would you accept $10,000 to shave your head and continue normal activities, sans hat or wig, without explaining the reason for your haircut? $10,000, yeah. But it's continuing your normal activities. And what is normal activities?
Cosplay. Do you have
Nebula.
to? Oh, yeah.
Dr. Evil.
So do you have to Professor X?
Yeah.
Lex Luthor.
And you have $10,000 for this. And when your hair grows back, like,
Yeah.
it grows
But so
back.
can you never wear wigs ever? Or do you just have to sometimes go out? Because that's also cosplay. It means you'd be limited to bald people.
I mean, it says continue your normal activities, sans hat or wig, without explaining.
Does it just mean that you have to sometimes not wear a hat or wig and sometimes not explain? Because I'm fine with that. Like, I could see someone be like, why'd you cut your hair? And I just be like, and then walk away. I'd get a kick out of that. But also, I'd want to be able to wear a wig sometimes. But this wasn't even streaming. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Good.
I either way would do it, whether or not I can wear a wig sometimes. Because
Alright.
and
$10,000
when your hair
is a lot.
starts growing back, Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd be able to do cosplays like with the grow out.
Yeah.
You're like a whole new world with all the different grow out
Says no
lengths.
wig, does not say no extension.
I just look shit with short hair, but $10,000
Doesn't say no scarf.
Well, thank you for coming to our podcast. We were so happy to have you here today, and we hope that you check out our other forms of social media, such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Ryan's like, I'm not editing that. And TikTok. probably included in the description because Ryan will refuse to edit that in for us.
And we made a Twitch.
And Twitch, but it's not really, nothing's happening quite yet.
No, but nothing's happened on TikTok either.
Oh, it did.
Oh.
It did. It did.